Techno update. Subscribe now.
Samsung Galay Tab S3 Review. Design. The Galaxy Tab S3 is a mixture of the very best and the very worst of Samsung's industrial design. It's thinner than an iPhone 7, with a flat back and slightly curved sides that make it a pleasure to hold. Weighing in at just 429 grams, it's also noticeably lighter than the latest iteration of the regular iPad. The Tab S3 is about the same size as an iPad Pro 9.7-inch, but the all-black color is a hue I've been wishing Apple would introduce for its tablets since the matte black iPhone 7 arrived. There are quickie volume and sleep buttons on the side, while the headphone jack and USB-C port sit slightly off-center on the bottom. Display. The tablet packs the same 2048 by 1536 resolution as the Tab S2, but it's now HDR enabled when you're watching supported content either through Netflix or Amazon Prime. HDR, high dynamic range, gives much greater peak brightness, with blacks appearing deeper and more natural as a result. Performance. Performance on the tablet is great, even though its spec sheet reads more like a early 2016 flagship phone than a newer tablet from 2017. There's a Snapdragon 820 processor running the show, with 4GB of RAM and 32GB of internal storage. I'd have liked to see more storage on such a media-focused tablet, but at least there's a microSD card slot. Software. My biggest issue with the Tab S3 is its software. Android 7.0 is a great phone operating system, far better than iOS 10 in my opinion, but it doesn't translate well to tablets. Samsung has tried its best to alleviate some of the issues with its own modifications, but it still feels limited. Camera. The camera on the back of the Samsung Galaxy Tab S3 is pretty terrible, but then I wouldn't expect much else from a tablet snapper. Considering it's got a 13-megapixel sensor, a lens with an f/1.9 aperture, and a flash, it's actually somewhat surprising pictures lack detail and depth. The front-facing camera is more important on a tablet, and I would have liked Samsung to try a bit harder with the one here. It's 5-megapixel, with an f/2.2 aperture, and it's fine for video chats and not much else. Battery life. That whole battery controversy might be one of the reasons why the Tab S3 has a slightly conservative 6000 mAh cell inside, which is much smaller than the 9000 mAh cell that keeps the Pixel C motoring along. It's still larger than the Tab S2's, but that display and all those speakers are power hogs. Considering the size, I am actually quite impressed by the stamina of the Tab S3, and in my tests it managed to just about match the 12 hours of video playback Samsung is advertising. This could all change when HDR content becomes more prominent, though.